Hi guys, I hope you're well. It's currently Sunday the 6th of August 2023 and welcome to week 395 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had a loss of 1 pound or 0.5 kilogram, which saw my body mass index go from 52.4 down to 52.2. Just like I always do, I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,492 compared to the previous week at 2,309. It's just within my overall allowance of 2,500 calories as an average for the week. So it's not ideal. I would have preferred it to be between 2,200 and 2,300 calories, but still it's within target. My fluid consumption has seen a big decline to 3,000 millilitres as an average for the week, which is falling quite short of my 3,500 millilitre target. So yeah, not a great result, that one. How about my activity levels? We all know I like to monitor my step count for this. This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 4,331 compared to the previous week at 6,365. Another decline. It's not great, definitely not the direction that I want to go at. My energy levels have not been there this past week. My throat has been quite sore, like razor blades when I swallow anything, especially food. So yeah, it's been quite painful. So just been trying to get over that. So that's pretty much the reasons for some of the poor performing stats, but yeah, it's not a great result overall, is it? As we all know, every 5 weeks I like to monitor my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area as well. So without further ado, here are my latest results. After the 14 body measurements which I monitor, I've seen an increase across 4 of those of ½ inch or 1.3 centimetre. Those increases have been seen on my chest, waist, hips and left thigh. So overall in the past 5 weeks I've seen an increase of 2 inches or 5.1 centimetres. So even though I've seen this poor result in terms of body measurements this past 5 weeks, overall in the 395 weeks that I've been doing this journey, I've seen a total reduction of 120.2 inches, which is 305.3 centimetres. And of course this is a combined reduction across all 14 body measurements. It's that time of the week where we'll get to see my latest weighing result. So here it is guys, here's my weighing. I weigh 178.7 kilograms, which is 394 pounds or 28 stone 2 pounds. This means in the past week I've seen no loss, no gain. It's a maintain. But if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a maintain result. Based on this week's maintain, it obviously means my body mass index can't go anywhere, so we'll stay at 52.2, and the same can be said for my third weight loss target, which will remain at 10.3% complete. So in the 395 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've seen a total loss of 147.2 pounds, which is 66.8 kilograms, or 10 stone 7.2 pounds. Next week, I really need to focus on improving all 3 of my stats. My fluid consumption needs to drastically increase back to around 3,500 millilitres as an average. Now, if I can achieve that or better, that'd be fantastic. My calorie consumption was near to going over my allowance this past week, but as I've been mentioning now for the past number of weeks, I am, even though my target's 2,500, I'm trying to fall between 2,200 and 2,300. So if I can hit that, I'll be perfectly happy with that as well. My activity levels, well, I need to fit in as much walking as possible. I definitely want to do better than this week's result. So eventually, I know at some point in the future, I will start to hit those weekly averages of 10,000 plus, but I'm not there quite yet. I'm not quite there, am I? There's still quite a bit of work to do. I'm obviously wanting to see a loss result. I don't want to see another maintain, even though it's certainly much better than seeing a gain result. Just time will tell. We'll see what happens next week. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.